Thanks for taking the time to join me on my channel. Nigel's view on things. How you doing? How you keeping? Hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. On the 21st of March 2020, Boris Johnson stood on stage and scared the living crap out of many people by locking the country down.
The virus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone. All over the world, we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer.
Reiterating that the CV is very highly contagious, and if you don't do your bit for humanity, we're all going to suffer. Well, I'm going to show you something that really doesn't make any sense, because I have always said this isn't what it is. This is a underlying thing. There is more to this than actually meets the eye. We're looking at a government website, and I'm going to leave this for you to decide. For me, it's self-explanatory. There is a bigger reason for what's going on in the world. The whole world is locked down in place. And I'll leave the links to this in the description box down below. I'm not going to make this a long video. This is self-explanatory. On the 21st of this month, March, Boris Johnson stood on stage, addressed the nation of the UK, and said that we're not doing enough to stop the spread of the CV. Stay at home, only go outside for food, health reasons or work. Where this is absolutely cannot be done from home, stay 2 meters 6 foot away from other people, wash your hands as soon as you get home. You could spread the virus even if you don't have the symptoms. Status of the CV-19. As of the 19th of March 2020, 2 days before Boris Johnson addressed the State of the Union, the UK public, CV is no longer considered to be a high consequence infectious disease, HCID, in the UK. The full nation's public health HCID group made an interim recommendation in January 2020 to classify the CV as a HCID. This was based on consideration of the UK HCID criteria about the virus and disease, with the information available during the early stages of the outbreak. Now that more is known about the CV, the public health bodies of the UK have reviewed the most up-to-date information about the CV against the UK HCID criteria. They have determined that several features have now changed. In particular, more information is available about the mortality rates, low overall, and there are greater clinical awarenesses and specific and sensitive laboratory tests available, of which continues to increase. The Advisory Committee on Dangerous Pathogens, ACDP, is also of the opinion that the CV should no longer be classified as a HCID. So basically what you're being told, it's the flu, as I've always said. But who am I to say? Of course, I'm no scientist and I ain't got a clue, but they're locking the world down and many people are freaking out because of what's going on. The need to have a national coordinated response remains, but this is being met by the government's CV-19 response. Cases of the CV are no longer managed by the HCID treatment centres. All healthcare workers managing possible and confirmed cases should follow the updated National Infection and Prevention Guidance for the CV, which supersedes all previous IPC guidance for the CV. This guidance includes instructions about different personal protection equipment, PPE, assembles that are appropriate for different clinical scenarios. So we are not looking at a very HCID infection. I'm just saying. I'll leave the links to this, like I say, in the description box down below. You read it to your heart's content and, well, you make of it as you wish. Why are they locking the world down? That's all I've got to say. At any rate, there is some good news. I've managed to track Matt Rogers down. I found his channel. I'll leave the links to that in the description box down below. Nice and simple for everybody to find. And me and Matt are going to be doing a live stream in the next couple of days. And I think that's going to be quite interesting. I hope you're going to join me. At least when people hear me and Matt, I'm not going to get called Matt Rogers no more. Anyway, that's all I've got for you now. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.